There were a dozen dead bodies in the Euston Road, their outlines softened by the black dust. All was still, houses locked and empty, shops closed. But looters had helped themselves to wine and food. And outside a jeweller's, some gold chains and a watch were scattered on the pavement. In Bloomsbury, the stillness grew even more profound. An odd, unnerving feeling of suspense, as though the destruction which had annihilated the countryside might at any moment strike these gracious houses in the very heart of London and leave all in smoking ruins. I stopped, staring towards the sound. It seemed as if that mighty desert of houses had found a voice for its fear and solitude. The desolating cry worked upon my mind. The wailing took possession of me. I was intensely weary, footsore, hungry and thirsty. Why was I wandering alone in the city of the dead? Why was I alive when London was lying in state in its black shroud? I felt intolerably lonely, drifting from street to empty street, drawn inexorably towards that cry. I saw over the trees, glittering in the sunlight, the hood of the Martian fighting machine from which the howling came. I crossed Regent's Canal, now a spongy mass of dark red vegetation, and pushed on towards Primrose Hill. There stood a second fighting machine, upright, but as still as the first. Abruptly, the sound ceased. Suddenly the desolation, the solitude became unendurable. While that voice sounded, London had still seemed alive. But suddenly there was a change, the passing of something, I knew not what. Except now all that remained was this gaunt quiet. I looked up and saw a third machine. It was erect and motionless, like the others. An insane resolve possessed me. I would give my life to the Martians, here and now. Towards the Titan, and saw that a multitude of black birds were circling and clustering about the hood. I began running along the road. I felt no fear, only a wild, trembling exultation as I ran up the hill towards the motionless monster. Out of the hood hung red shreds at which the hungry birds now pecked and tore. The Martians' camp was below me, a mighty space it was, and scattered about it in their overturned machines were the Martians, dead, slain after all man's devices had failed by the humblest things upon the earth, bacteria, minute, invisible bacteria. These germs have plagued us since life began. Through millions of years, we've developed a resistance to them. But there are no bacteria on Mars. Directly the invaders arrived and drank and fed, our microscopic allies attacked them. From that moment, they were doomed.
Chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, he said.
It is 1945. One world war became two, with just enough respite allowed to grow a new generation to slaughter. The future, who does it belong to, and who will inherit the earth? The men with kindness in their hearts, or those with the grasping violence of Mars within them? The endless war has been won, and yet the world stands in ruins, scarred by the blasphemy of death camps and atomized cities. Soon our soldiers will return from these sites, like men who have visited another planet. I am 79 years old, an old man dying, taking my long leave of you. Not for me a sudden midnight goodbye. For me, it is a long fading, like the last diminishing sounds of an orchestra. But you could continue the fight. We know that men can be Martians in a different shape. We know what I have known all my life, that we must change. Change. My life has been devoted to change. You young, you are life, and it all begins again. Yes, can we make a new world? The answer is in you. Listen, can you hear?